Hi, this is Cam at Even Better Apps. I want to show you how easy it is to manage customization products on your order imports with Send-to-Many. Got a send started here, but let's first jump over to my import file. Here I've got a sample upload file that I would use to create a manual send and a customization product to send a card with a logo on it. Let's go ahead and copy this URL. And I'll use it in Send-to-Many to create a new send. Here are my columns. I'm going to upload these. I'm going to map my card message for this custom card to a line item property. And I'm also going to map initials to a line item property. We're ready to look at the products in this send. We've got our bundle added, and this logo needs to be mapped to one of our logo products. So we'll pick this card option. Actually, let's pick the card unbox option. Now that I've got that product, I can add my custom property from the import file. So we've got our card message file. We'll add that to a card message field. If I also want to add a logo to that product, I can add another property and select an image, and I've got my own logo here that I'll import, and we'll call this logo, and we can save that. So the other option for taking in custom line item properties is to gather them in the inquiry form. And so if you've got an inquiry form set up on your site using Send-to-Many, we can capture the same information here. I'll drag in an inquiry form that I've got ready to go here, or an upload file. In this case, I've got my product and the card message in this file. And if the customer chooses a gift card that's customized with the logo, we've got customization options here, so they can select an image here as well and submit that inquiry. We've got the inquiry now in Send-to-Many. So let's go take a look at that under inquiries. Here's the inquiry that I submitted. You can see I've got an address file with that as well as the company logo. Let's create a send from that. It's pulled in my contact information for the send. It's pulled in and mapped the import file automatically. And we can add our customization product now. Option with the custom logo. And now we can add our line item property there. So our card message that we'll add from the import file. And we'll also add a property to include that corporate logo. That's the one. So let's select that. Let's add that logo file, and we'll call that the logo. And now I'll jump ahead at the end to show you what these look like when we generate the orders. We've got the send all ready to generate the orders. Let's generate the first one to show what that's going to look like. Here's how we had it set up on the inquiry, and you can see we've got our custom line items here. And let's go ahead and create this first order. So a couple things here. We've broken down the bundle into its components. And then we've got our personalization option here with the card message and link to the file that we imported. And that's all it takes to manage customization products with Send-to-Many.